I have no idea what he's going to do, so I'll be as astonished as you. Put your hands together, welcome our good friend Jake Goldman!
Very good, thank you. It's great. I love when they're like, yeah, you're going to follow the ham and cheese sandwich with an angelic singing voice. Go ahead. Tell your jokes. See how that goes. You know, I know where my place is. I got fantasies, though. Oh, yeah, I got fantasies. I want to start a successful business. I don't know what it's going to do. Something. That's not the part I'm concerned with. I'm going to call it my ass. That's what the business is. It doesn't matter what it's going to do. It's going to be really successful. I'm going to donate millions of dollars to NPR, so every hour they have to say, this hour of NPR is brought to you by my ass. They have to say it like that. That's how you pronounce it. My ass. Revolutionary project management software. Seems like a good business to get into. Wait, don't tell me it's brought to you by my ass. Turkey was devastated by an earthquake. This news is brought to you by my ass! Yeah. I want to make some movies, too. That's easy, right? I want to make an award-winning movie, just a Academy Award-winning movie. That's my unique fantasy. But just all the way, it's a beautiful movie right up until the last 30 seconds, and then I want to ruin it. Like imagine you're watching Titanic. You know, the last scene, they cut back to Rose in present day, and she's elderly, but she's still got the necklace. And she walks out to the bow of the ship after talking to the scientists, and then it cuts back to her fantasy. You know, she's walking up the staircase. It's Kate Winslet now, young Rose, walking up to Jack, and he's there smiling, and she's smiling too, beautiful in a gown. And then the string quartet is playing, and even Billy Zane is smiling. And she gets up there and she puts his hand out to him, and he puts his hand out, and then she just lifts up her dress and starts shitting right on the steps. And she's just like, Titanic! Credits! And then over the credits, they just play, the band is just hitting themselves in the head with the violins. Billy Zane shooting guns into the air. Yeah, you forget he had a gun in that movie. Then James Cameron just walked by, and the camera, he's just like, they should have steered around the thing. What about My Left Foot? Daniel Day-Lewis just gets up at the end, he's like, it's not real. Yeah, it's a movie I want to see. Yeah, I'm working on a game show too. I want to make a game show. It's called Drive a Car Off This Ramp. You drive a car at a high speed off a ramp towards a curtain. And at the last second, the curtain opens to reveal the target, and it's your house. Stack up all your memories in the center of it. All the ashes of your dead relatives are in there too. I want to pile it on. I don't know, I don't have a moral compass. Okay, anyway, here's the last thing. I got a story to read. It's called My Fantasy Pizza Hut. So I like to have a small notebook so you think of me as a giant. We we get smaller microphones next time? One of those Bob Hope things? I mean, as far as you know, this is 11 by 17. I'll get some hand implants for next time. Oh, you ever meet anybody that's into body mods? You know body mods? Like you put a magnet in your finger? I met a guy, he put a magnet in his index finger, a little tiny magnet. He's like, hey, watch this, we're at a dinner. Sucks a finger up to a spoon. I was like, cool, now what? Turns out that's all you can do. You can attract silverware and erase hard drives. All right, anyway, this is called My Fantasy Pizza Hut. Thank you so much for having me. Okay. Okay, no. That's fine. Okay, My Fantasy Pizza Hut isn't shaped like a regular Pizza Hut. No! It's a giant pizzone. If you don't remember the pizzone, it's like a calzone, but instead of the cow, it's a puh. And that has made all the difference. Robert Frost. Anyway. I get into the pizzone and I take my shoes off because I'm a decent human being. And also because in this fantasy I have tiny mouths on the bottom of my feet. So I can eat as much pizzone as possible at all times. So while I wait for my order, I can casually eat the floor as well. And yes, there's a waitstaff at the Pizzone Zone. I've renamed it. They're an incredibly friendly waitstaff. In fact, they wrap your order back to you to confirm it. Yeah, Jesus. A woman said Jesus in the front row. Will I demonstrate the rap? No! I have enough to be ashamed of in my life. So while I wait for my order of stuffed crust with liquid gold and tiny hamburgers and edible iPods on top, I press my hands into a table made of garlic breadsticks. Oh yeah, I also have tiny mouths on the palms of my hand. I love them. They are good little chompers. I call them Uncle Pizza Crusher and Eric. While I wait, I also enjoy the sounds of a Third Eye Blind cover band. They're playing Jumper on loop. I'm later told that it is not a cover band, and it is actually Third Eye Blind themselves. There are some things that even I cannot control in a fantasy, including the career trajectory of Third Eye Blind. Finally, my beautiful order arrives, and I jump up and sit right down on it because, yep, tiny mouths on my ass. I got 4 of them on my butt cheeks, and you know what? In this fantasy, I actually have 64 tiny mouths all over my body. I love all of them, even Eric. I love their smiles, their lips, and they're all fantastic singers, especially the 8 along my rib cage. So I say to hell with it, and I just start rolling around on the Pizza Hut Pizzone Zone, ground my 64 mouths into the floor, chomping furiously as I go. And then I stand, and my mouths begin harmonizing with Stephen Jenkins of Third Eye Blind.
I wish you would step back from my ledge, my friend.
I've programmed them with Kermit voices. Now, all this talk of multi-mouths begs the question. If you've got 64 tiny mouths all over your body, do you have 64 tiny buttholes? The answer, yes, I do. It's an inextricable connection. But while all 64 of them can fart, only one can do the poop. And that has made all the difference. Thank you, that's my fantasy.